Hi everyone, Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. Thank you so much for joining me in my studio. I actually have a floor in my studio today, which that won't last long, and I'm okay with that. A couple of things. We do have a winner for our 30,000 subscribers strong in our village. Vet G, V-E-T-T-E-G. I have sent you a little reply with my email, so get a hold of me, send me your address, and I'll send you a little something something in the mail. So that's fun. Thank you for the cuppas. Diane, Debbie, Adriana, and Susan, thank you so much for the support and the warm, comforting beverages. Jerry has ordered a stencil, so thank you for that. All these little things I'm so grateful for. This is a fun project. It took on a life of its own. I thought I was going to be putting little focal points in the windows of the frame that Loretta gave me, but oh no, that is not what happened at all. I used triple thick at one point, triple thick and a one coat crackle. The triple thick didn't do much, so I just put one coat crackle over the whole thing, made some nice crackles in the background. Then I added goodies. Very, very fun. I hammered some nails in the frame. That is not on screen, but you will be able to see the nails as you go through the tutorial. Anything else I need to tell you about the piece? I did wax, which was fun. I guess the rest will be revealed. All right, see you on the table. This is our divine project for today. It did not start out this way at all, and it took on a life of its own, and I love it. This will be mounted in a shadow box so that I don't have to worry about dusting all of these goodies. No, thank you. So this was a frame that was sent to me by Loretta. Painted it, sanded it. Painted it, sanded it, painted it, put nails in it, glued the back onto it, which has some underpants on it. This is a book cover, glued that on. And then I just had a lot of fun embellishing it with goodies that I had dipped in wax. Good morning. It is no longer dark o'clock, but there is coffee in hand and yoga is done. So we are going to work on a One Magazine art piece today. I chose this Somerset Apprentice magazine. This is from 2018, and this is from Loretta, which this is kind of fun, some circular windows. And this was actually the backing that came with it. So I cut it down to size so that it would fit. I'm going to sand this just a little bit to grunge this up. I'll sand this a little bit too because this is shiny. I went through the magazine and pulled out some fun background images. Just some backgrounds here. And then some focal points. May not have enough, may have to go back in and find more. I have no real plans for this piece, so it will be playing. Fun stuff. All right, what I'm going to do first is sand this and sand this. All right, this is sanded. This is sanded. Set that aside. Bring in my fun backgrounds. So this would be a background. I'm going to randomly tear these and glue them onto here with Mod Podge. All right, I have the collage built. The background of the collage is built just with bits and pieces of the magazine pages. I'm going to let this dry. Once this is dry, I'm going to bring in some fine sandpaper and go over some of the wrinkles. Kind of push them down and grunge them. Gives it more texture on the background, and then I don't have to deal with wrinkles. So I have to say I really like this is. I would like for it to pop a little bit, but wow, I like just the collage that's here. I'm going to play with two products. They're both by Deco Art. One is a one-step crackle and one is triple thick. And I'm not going to pay too much attention as to where I'm putting what. I'm just going to paint some of the triple thick on here and some of the crackle paint on here. This is the crackle. This is the triple thick. They may overlap. I have no idea what's going to happen. Life is an experiment. And we will let those finishes dry. While this is drying, which it is cracking, which is very fun, I'm going to bring in my Arteza ochre, of course, and create a glaze with that, which means I'm just going to water it down, water it down, water it down, dilute, dilute, dilute. Oh, we'll pick up some other stuff off the background here. That's fun. And paint that frame. Well, good morning. This piece has taken on a whole new flavor. Oh my goodness. The crackle, I ended up putting crackle over everything. I don't know if you can see the cracks or not. They are delicious. This is an old book cover. I just spray painted that with black. I'm going to glue this piece down. This is nicely glued to the back of that cardboard, nice and stable. I'm going to glue this down to the book cover and then clamp it and let that dry, and then we are going to play some more. Alright, I have it clamped down. I'll put my rice bag on top to hold it down firmly and let it dry. So yes, this this has clearly taken on a different life than I had expected. So I have some things laid in the windows. I'm going to take them to my wax and I'm going to dip some of the things, or part of some of the things. Like this little jar has one nail in it. I will dip the lid of that. This is a leaf skeleton, bottle cap with some wire around it. This is, I think this is a petal from a flower from the garden, an image I've played with, a light bulb, copper, some fabric, some scrap fabric left over from the inner journal doll, some burned matches, copper. This is a typewriter piece from Shelley. Thank you. Book spine, rusted goodie, key, rusted goodie, wire, an old book page with a little bit of twine around it, and some copper. So I'm going to go dip these in some beeswax. I'm going to use E6000. I'm hoping that it will stick to the waxy parts. We shall see. The wax is still warm. As you can see, I can still manipulate these pieces. I tried to keep the wax on one side more than the other so that I could in fact glue things down.
The leaf skeleton I will put down with Mod Podge. I did not wax it. I don't want to lose the webby look to it, and if I would have waxed it, the wax would have filled in all the little webs.
Now I'm just monkeying around. The matches were too stark for that center, and then the bottle cap was too empty. So we're going to add some energy, calm down some energy, whatever it takes now. Added a few things. They're delicious. This is still loose. I would like to put it in there. It doesn't fit, so it'll be at an angle, which creates some energy here. So it's like, okay, what do we do with that energy? I think that's good. All right. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's come down a little closer. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. So this is a bottle cap. This is an image. I kind of burnt the edges, which is kind of fun. Light bulb wound up with some copper, dipped in wax. Little bottle. This actually has one of these little nails in it, which I think you'll be able to see when I stand it up. A little frozen charlotte head. The inside of a watch. Piece of fabric, rusted brad. Oh, look at the wax on my fingers. This is a typewriter letter from Shelley. Book binding with a rusty brad in it. Scrabble piece. Key. Just little bits and pieces. This is a hibiscus petal here. Book page that was wrapped in twine. I wrapped it in some copper. And this is a rusty clip. So, all right, your turn. Go create, go play, go have fun. I had to monkey with it just a little bit more. Put some burned matches on there. I'm content.